Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How you doing? God almighty. Why is it still so bloody cold? That's what I want to know. Tell me what's going on with this weather. Right, first of all, become warrior teacher starting in May. Please do apply if you want to come along. That'd be great. And buy me a coffee, etc. Right, let's move on from there. So I woke up this morning to come across a video of some young people, which I'll come to in a second. But I wanted to talk a little bit about coddling. Do you know what that means, coddling? To coddle. Which is, like swaddling. But not with cloth. You know when you swaddle a thing? Can't you swaddle a baby? You can do a swaddling of a baby, can't you? Swaddle a baby. And this coddling is like swaddling, except there's no cloth and it happens en masse, socially and culturally. You are coddled as an individual. And we've obviously got a problem with coddled generation going on here, because I've never seen things quite like this, which is something that Glitter posted, right? About a group of students that did a sit-in. Okay? Now, we've had lots of sit-ins at the moment. They all do sit-ins, and there was one where my favourite was Kathleen Stock at the Oxford University, when this girl sat in and gave birth to a whole of memes. One of those mad stop oil nut jobs, right? So this one's about a bunch of kids that were doing a sit-in, and then they came outside and one of them gave a speech, which is what I've got to show you, is the speech, obviously. So I want you to have a look at the speech, and then I want you to let me know in the comments what you think, okay? So let's watch the speech. Here we go.
I was one of the few students who was arrested last night inside Kirkland Hall. I just want to really quickly kind of share my experiences and compare them to what I experienced last night. Again, as people have said, for 21 hours we were deprived of medical attention, we were deprived of sleep, we were deprived of food, water, resources. And at 5:30 in the morning, I got a pat on my back. I was told to stand up. I was handcuffed and I was escorted out of my own university. I was not told where I was going. I was not told what I was being charged with. It's disgusting that this is how they treat student protesters on this campus.
Shame!
Shame! I soon arrived to downtown Nashville Police Department. I was taken into bookings, I was processed, and I was released a few hours later. But I want to comment on something. In jail, I experienced better conditions than at Vanderbilt University. I had access to water, I had access to a bathroom, I had access to my friends and the ability to rest. How dare this university deprive us of basic humanity? How dare a top 15, 20 university in this country have more inhumane conditions than that of a jail?
Shame!
It's disgusting. We demand that Vanderbilt reinstate the referendum, that they drop all charges against students that were filed under false pretenses, that they drop the suspensions and harassment from administration, and that they issue an immediate apology to what we experienced over the last 24 hours. Because enough is enough. Vanderbilt is being shamed all over social media. They are being shamed on this campus. They are being set up to be a mockery on the world stage because of how they are treating us. We are saying no more. Keep fighting, guys. Thank you.
What? I mean, what? That's got to be the definition of privilege. They're making a statement like they were, held hostage. They're making a statement like it was some great... I mean, I know people that go on benders longer than 20 hours. Or sessions that last 3 days. And there's this ridiculous child stood in front of the camera talking about it as if it is some major international incident and that they've been mistreated on a global scale that require the interference of a Truth and Reconciliation Committee. What have we done? We've raised a bunch of nutters. We've raised a bunch of nutters. But this is not rare. You think this is rare. It's not rare. This type of thinking, this type of absolutely insane thinking that the slightest thing they don't get is something horrendous. It's not rare. And it's happened because we're too damn soft. It's happened because we care too much about how they feel. It's happened because we don't tell them when they're wrong, and it's happened because we capitulate to what they say in case they throw a strop. Now, this is similar to the Kevin Lister case, and there's an article in Spiked Online today, which I'll also put in the Dubris for you to have a look at, which essentially says the same thing, that you've got these deranged kids who think they're something they're not, i.e. the opposite sex, and therefore you have to go along with it, etc., right? No, right? They should be told no from the beginning. It's that simple. I don't understand why we're not doing it. And the law, obviously, is what's causing the problem, and the law that's causing the problem is the Equality Act and the Gender Recognition Act. Now, if we remove the Gender Recognition Act and then get that taken out of the Equality Act, we can stop all this and go, no, we're not doing it. We're not pretending to do something you're not. En masse with voices stentorian. So I don't understand why we don't just do it. So there you are. That's what you're pandering to, is that kind of nonsense. Now, you go and read the Spiked Online article. And if you want to, rewatch the video, because I had to do it twice because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's hilarious. Ah, dear. But it's also, at the same time, incredibly worrying. But I'm sure you'll let me know in full in the comments what you think, because I think it's utterly absurd. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.